Good morning. Welcome to Sejah Farm. And thanks for us being a part of AgDiscovery. We are an organic farm, and what you're going to be seeing today is some harvesting, individuals working from a distance, and we have several individuals volunteering on the farm, and we have them spread out because they are groups and they are from different parts of the island. So we want to make sure that with this pandemic that's going on, that everyone is as safe as possible. What I'm going to be doing right now is harvest some Swiss chard. If you take a shot, we have kale, collard greens, Swiss chard, pak choy, and cucumbers. Okay, over under, they are weeding some tomatoes, they're weeding arugula, and over on the end, they're doing some weeding iron eggplants. But Sejah Farm is an organic farm. We're not organic certified, but we follow all the organics standards from USDA. We don't use any conventional pesticides or fertilizers. We also do livestock, and our livestock are presently in the corral. However, we are having an issue from the rain, no rains over the last few months, so we are not feeding them as much as possible. We also have a farmers market, which everything that we grow goes through a farmers market, and we also work with other farmers who have additional produce that they wish to sell to us that we buy, and also we market those produce through our farmers market. So right now we're harvesting some Swiss chard. Swiss chard is a green, but it's also a family of the beet. Okay, so it grows basically the same type of leaves as the beet, and it's very nutritious, and we only harvest the leaves only. Their lifespan is to go up to 3 months of harvesting, so we have very much enough to keep us going for about another 2.5 months. We try to service our community as much as we can, and that's very important because without a community, especially in the Virgin Islands, farming is without any vigor. Our agricultural industry is one that needs a lot of help. However, you shall learn of some of the things that we are able to manage to do on the farm that makes what we are doing as progressive as possible. Okay, brother Clavi, let me harvest this and then we can start. So generally, Harvesting, to fill an order, sometimes you gotta harvest more than you need in order to do a complete sorting and to sort those products that are going to meet the needs of that customer. Okay, so we're going back to an area just to wash these produce. Now this is another step. This is a step in post-harvest handling. Now, whatever containers you're using should always be clean. Okay, they should always be clean. One step we miss, and I did not speak of in the post-harvest handling or in the harvest, is actually wearing of gloves. And most people don't understand why. It's not that your hands have germs or anything of that nature, but your palm of your hand sweats. And the sweat itself, we excrete oil in that sweat, in that perspiration. So you don't want to transfer that to the plant. In your post-harvest in handling the product after harvesting, it's important that you have clean water to wash the produce, and you maintain that food safety throughout the handling. Yes.
Brother Dale, I noticed that some of the Swiss Chard had like a reddish color. I would believe. Is it a different variety? I'm thinking all of it's Swiss Chard, right?
Yes, but there are varieties of Swiss Chard. This variety is Ford Hook Giant. It can grow this big. It's also the family of the rhubarb. Swiss Chard is a family of the rhubarb. And it's also, the rhubarb is a family of the beet. And if you notice, when beets grow, the leaves are actually red, or blood red, that kind of thing. And there are different varieties of Swiss Chard that are used for producing the colors. So it gives us what that is actually called is bright light, because it gives color and appearance to the plant. Here is one. This is only one variety. There are also yellow ones and a real dark red one. So this actually removes any excessive dirt or anything that is not good in appearance. You can remove those. So when the customer gets it, it looks presentable. Not that there's anything wrong with this. It's just presentation. So when you go to the supermarket and you're buying something, if you could imagine the amount that they have actually discarded before they get the better ones to get to you. So oftentimes there's a lot of waste. Sometimes, see like this, that comes out.
Brother Dale, what is typically done with the waste, or the ones that have not, is not as presentable?
It's not. You can use them for yourself, feed them to your chickens, feed them to your sheep, your goat, they'll eat them. If these guys over here, the sheep.
The sheep.
If I leave it there, they'll just consume.
So they typically don't waste, they just
don't
repurpose.
Really waste, yeah. So now what we do with this is allow this to drain. As you can see everything that came off of this plant. And this is what you don't want to give to the customers. The customers need to also know that when they get it, they need to rinse it again. You know, and that way you maintain food safety throughout. What I'm going to do now, take off the excessive water. So these are ready for the customer who's coming to pick it up. That's it.